I have been studying success for a while now. I've been reading a lot of books on success, I've been listening to a lot of successful people, and over the years I've accumulated what I think is a pretty good list of things that you need to keep in mind or you need to have in order to be successful in basically anything. Now, over the next few days, I'm going to be exploring these quotes, these realizations that I've had on how you too can be successful. So with that, let's get to the video. Hey guys, I'm Shoma and I want to challenge the way you think, and today I want to explore what it means to be successful. I want to go with the first realization, and that is in the form of a quote. Now, I'm not entirely sure who actually said this quote, so if you know or if you like the quote, let me know down in the comment section down below. The quote is, "Success is not about what you're willing to do, it's about what you're willing to give up." I'm going to say that one more time. Success is not about what you're willing to do, it's about what you're willing to give up. Now, I think this is extremely profound for a number of reasons. Reason number one is it's a really comprehensive reframe on what it actually takes to be successful, because success is not easy. As we'll explore over the next few days, success is a very hard and very arduous thing. Now, I know a lot of people don't actually talk about how hard it is to actually be successful, and that is basically for two reasons. One, it doesn't sell well. Telling people, hey, if you work really, really hard, you too can be successful, that is not a very sexy slogan to put on your sales page. Instead, doing things like 3-minute abs or how to become successful overnight, miraculous, no, absolutely nothing involved, that sells. The second thing is that not a lot of people are actually successful, and not a lot of people to listen to truly successful people. So it is essentially just a different way of looking at what success actually means. Because I hear so many people talk about what they're gonna do, what their ambitions are. Oh, I'm gonna stay up all night and I'm gonna do all of these things. I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna put out a YouTube video. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna study. I'm gonna go home and do all of these things. But nobody actually considers what they're willing to give up. And it's in the things that you're giving up where people themselves actually give up. Because it's one thing to say, oh, I'll work for a very long time, very, very hard. It's another thing to go, oh, I'm not going to watch Netflix. I'm not going to go see my friends. I'm not going to do all of these things that I find very fun. I'm going to give up gaming. I'm going to give up all of these things. It's there that people actually give up. It's not in the whole, oh, I'm gonna work really hard, because people can work really hard, but things tend to fall apart when people can't play their favorite games or can't watch their favorite shows. Now, some of you are probably thinking, oh, Shoma, I know this. This is a thing called opportunity cost. And you're absolutely right. This is essentially just the principle of opportunity cost, which essentially just says that for every action, you're essentially giving up every other thing that you could have done in that time. Meaning, say you're gonna go shopping. During that time, you can only go shopping. You can't build a bridge. You can't, study. You can't do anything. You can only shop. Now, I know you're probably typing in the comment section down below, I can study while I'm shopping. Well, in this scenario, let's just say you can't. You can only do one thing. Or let's just say when you're studying, you can't both be studying and watching TV. And now you're probably saying, oh, but I can. I do that all the time. Well, then you're sacrificing either your enjoyment from the TV or you're sacrificing how much you're actually studying per unit of time. As you can see, opportunity cost is a really fundamental principle for us to live by. As you can see, it is a very powerful mental model. And this is one that I use again and again and again every time I make a decision. Every time I'm about to do an activity, I consider what the opportunity cost is. I consider not what I'm willing to do, but what I'm willing to give up. I say that, am I willing to give up 30 minutes of TV for 30 minutes of copywriting? Am I willing to give up a large chunk of time to make YouTube videos every single day that may or may not pan out, I make that judgment call and I go with the one that I think puts me the furthest ahead. So let me give you a very concrete example. One thing that people say is that in order to be successful in YouTube, you basically have to put out a lot of videos. Yes, there are examples of people becoming famous off of one video, but generally speaking, in order for you to get a lot of views, a lot of subscribers, you're gonna need to put out a lot of videos. Now, I take that principle and I apply it to my life. So in this case, I'm doing a 30-day challenge. I want to put out one video every single day for 30 days. So 30 videos in 30 days. Each one of these videos takes me on average 3 hours to film, edit, and put out. So in total, out of my day, I need to cut out a 3-hour chunk where this is all that I'm doing. Now, if you're saying, whoa, Shoma, it takes you 3 hours, it's just a 7-minute video. Yes, unfortunately, these videos take a fair bit of time to actually put out. Keep in mind, I have to set up my equipment, actually come up with a topic, and then if I have some research I need to do, if I have some thinking that I need to do, film everything, edit everything, to render it out, put it into YouTube. So all in all, it takes way longer to actually put one of these out than I originally thought. So let's look at this in the concept of opportunity cost. So I want to become successful, as in big, on YouTube. And in order to do that, I need to sacrifice 3 hours out of every single one of my days for 30 days straight in order to just get started. So it takes about 90 hours out of my month, and keep in mind, that's just a rough estimate. It likely is taking me more. But let's just say 90 hours out of my month where I can do nothing but put out these videos. Now, compare this with spending 90 hours on, let's just say, a video game, or watching Netflix, or hanging out with a friend. Now, I might not be able to hang out with friends right now, but that's still an opportunity cost that I am taking. So in order for me to be successful, I'm essentially giving up a lot of my leisure time. So if you like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, because I will have a lot more of these coming to you in the very future. But even if you did not, I will still see you tomorrow.